Hello West Ham fans, I'm Joe.
I'm Sam.
Welcome back to Have Your West Ham View.
Let's have it. Right, let's jump straight into Arsenal. We both predicted, I predicted 2-1 Arsenal, you predicted 2-0.
Yeah.
We didn't have much confidence going into the game, but we were praying for a point. One up at half time, and I thought, we reflect on the first half. Obviously, they had that disallowed goal in the first sort of 5 minutes, but bar that, it was kind of pretty even on possession front.
It wasn't a bad start, to be fair.
No,
I mean, I was texting you and saying I thought we'd started all right. Antonio was sort of holding the ball up quite well, which I usually get annoyed at him because he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Tends to lose the ball quite a lot. So I was quite happy with the start, and then obviously managed to get a goal sort of unexpectedly.
Yeah, good run from Bowen.
Yeah, good run from Bowen. I think it was a pen.
Clear as day.
Yeah,
clear as day. He did flick him, and he tried to carry on as well, but there was just no. It was
which was good refereeing, I thought, because you don't. A lot of the time they don't give them.
Yeah, they just sort of play him straight away.
So yeah, went 1-0 up. Thought, good first half.
Yeah, not too bad. I think we you go to the league leaders and you open up straight away. You're asking to be turned over. I think we set up quite well, and we won up at half time. You can't complain, but it almost perfectly set up the comeback, didn't it?
Yeah,
it perfectly set up Arsenal to come out rampant.
And you knew they were going to as well, because their fans are right behind them this year, because obviously they're doing so well. Arsenal fans have finally crawled out of their hole and started supporting them.
They have, mate.
But yeah, fair play to them. They're a good team.
Yeah.
And I think we went in at the break in the best possible position.
We did.
But like you said, it did set up the comeback perfectly.
Yeah.
And I think we could all kind of sense that was going to come.
Yeah, I think it was 13 minutes. We was 2-1 down.
Yeah. Then from there, I don't think we was ever in any danger of getting back into the game, were we?
We didn't show much at all.
No.
It was a matter of time before they got a third, and then it was dead. The game was dead.
Yeah.
Just from a mentality point of view, it's just not good to see the complete drop off. It's just
disappointing. Last season, the season before, I think if we went 1-0 up, then 2-1 down, we would have come out fighting and tried to get another goal.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have any fear. And I think this season, it's like, as soon as we concede, everyone's heads drop, and it's like, oh no, it's done now. It's like the old West Ham.
It is.
It's like, as soon as we go behind, we're not getting back into it. No. And it's disappointing to see, really, because we have been so good the last few seasons.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, just literally yesterday, we were recording a pod on Thursday morning. No, it's Friday morning, isn't it?
Friday morning,
but literally just yesterday, it was David Moyes' 3 years at the club, and for the second spell anyway. And if you look at that and you think, that only, most of it's been pretty good.
Yeah,
most of it's been pretty
100%.
good. But the last, 16 games now, 17 games, whatever it is. There's a lot of games where you've had a bad spell, and
you know what? Even at the end of last season, after the Europa League exit, even then we weren't great in the league. I think the Europa League run sort of hid a lot of that.
It did. I agree.
Our form wasn't good in the league at the end of last season.
No.
And like you say, this season it started off very poorly.
It has. I mean, Moyes was being... also, on the Arsenal game, he come out and... Did I see that you blamed Benrahma?
Yeah.
For passing... Whilst, yes, it was a short ball to Rice. I wouldn't say it was overall detrimental.
At the end of the day, that's in the final third.
Yeah.
You can't... The final third is meant to be the place to take your risks. And, he's played a bit of a short ball, but... Like you say, it's not detrimental to them scoring that goal.
No, I think
you can't say that's directly led to that goal.
No, I think it was a bit deeper, but he played Rice into the middle of the park.
Right.
But either way, there was still a few passes.
But even then, we've lost 3-1. You can't dig out one player on a 3-1 loss.
No, you can't.
He loves digging out Benrahma. He just waits for him to do something where he can dig him out.
Every time.
Because I think the whole reason Benrahma's in the side is because every West Ham fan wants him to be.
Yeah.
And Moyes knows that, and he's got a lot of stick for not playing him. When he has played him, he's done well and he's scored. So he's put him in there to keep everyone happy. And then as soon as he makes one little mistake, it's like, oh, Benrahma's fault.
Benrahma that. If we want to talk about mistakes for that goal, for me, that defending from Kehrer was poor. Ball into Nketiah's feet. The guy just went left and he went right. You know, and I've always said he's a better right back than he is a centre half.
100%.
I actually think he'd probably do better in centre mid, to be honest. He's so erratic.
Yeah.
And you know, all Nketiah done was ball into feet. You kind of
it's a good turn, but it's a very easy. If I was a striker playing against Kehrer,
yeah,
I'd love it.
Yeah, you would. It looks better. It looks better than it is for me, Joe, because he's gone really tight, almost on the edge of the 6-yard box. You keep your arm on the back of the player. You keep him facing away from goal.
Yeah,
and he's just let him turn. He's gone one way, he's gone the other, and it's a good finish.
Yeah. But like I say, he's made it look a lot better than it is because of the poor defending. So I feel sorry for Benrahma to get the blame again. The geezer scored the goal. He's got the ball to step up and take a penalty and bury it and put us one up. But that's another point on the Arsenal game.
Yeah,
Souček.
Yeah, I mean he got hooked at about 78th minute, and it should have been. He
completed 8 passes in 70 minutes.
It's poor, isn't it?
It's so poor, and I don't know how anyone can back him anymore.
No,
because we spoke about it before, where last season before, or maybe not even last season as much, but his first season with us, he was brilliant. And we spoke about it last week, getting into the box, scoring goals.
Yeah.
And this season, he's not playing in the position he should be because he's not a holding midfielder. He's not good enough on the ball to retain the ball.
No.
He needs to be in a more advanced role.
He does. And I was looking a couple of days ago at highlights for the Seville home game when he scored that header and Antonio picked up the ball on the edge. He's gone round wide, he's swung in on his left, and in that
back post.
That clip alone, I think we had like 4 players in the box.
Yeah.
Now
but that's where we were so good.
Yeah.
Get him in the box, get players around him. He was like a Fellaini when he was at Everton or Man United. Get the ball in the box, get him to either score the headers or win the knockdowns, and then you get players around him. But this season, he's not good enough to play holding mid.
No, whilst that game in particular, yes, we were 1-0 down on aggregate. Yes, we were chasing the game. The players are obviously much more fit, but there is no excuse. You go out there with a game plan, and I think we should be setting up saying, Rice, you sit.
Yeah.
Right. Souček, what he's bomb on. Let's go and attack teams, not sit back. And I know it's hard again when you have only won 5 in 24 games to actually go out there and go, this is our style, this is how it's going to work. As I said,
it's
5 in 24.
Definitely a factor, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 in 24 games. That is poor.
And a lot of it's not even a lot of draws, it's a lot of losses.
We don't get draws anymore. No. We used to be resilient. I used to be so confident that we'd end up getting a point anyway, which you don't realise how much that builds you up throughout the season.
Yeah, definitely.
And it keeps that. We didn't lose confidence.
Yeah.
We haven't lost. It's all right. We'll go again next week.
It's just momentum, isn't it?
It is, mate. It is. And on the, because he was doing his press conference for the Brentford game today, actually. Yeah. And the journalist, he said to him, he said, there are reports that you're under pressure. And he laughed. And he said, he laughed on the basis that he obviously knows he's getting support from the owners.
Yeah.
And then he did kind of back it up, saying, look, I'm not daft, I'm always under pressure. But he did laugh it off. And for me, as I said, 5 wins in 24 games. You're in the pretty much the bottom 3-4.
Yeah.
You're a couple points off the bottom. And the points, our next run of fixtures are huge. Absolutely huge. If we don't pick up points, coming back from the World Cup, Joe, coming back from the World Cup, we don't expect anything from Arsenal, do we? We don't expect to beat Arsenal. We'll be very happy with a point, but now we've got to beat Brentford tonight.
We've got 5 games coming up, which are realistically winnable fixtures.
They are
based on the league and it's none of the big 6.
No,
it's winnable fixtures.
It is,
and we should be getting some points out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ignoring Brentford in the cup next week, you got Brentford, Leeds, Wolves, Everton, and Newcastle. That's the only one that's a bit questionable the way they're playing this season. But bar that, you got 5 including the cup game.
Yeah,
4 in the league, and then
but the thing with Moyes is, I think he's under pressure. Everyone knows that. He knows that. He's laughed it off, and I think he's just sort of he's not. Yeah, he's laughing it off. He's not taking it that seriously, which take it as you will. But just by laughing, it's going to rub people up the wrong way.
It is, mate.
Because it's going to come off as if he doesn't care, and he's sort of he feels as though he's safe whatever happens, which is annoying for fans, and it's going to, like I said, rub people up the wrong way.
It will.
But at the same time, if we go and win 3 out of the next 5 games, will everyone be happy?
You should. Well, I think if we win 3 out of 5, it'll put some confidence back in the team and the fans.
And that's the thing. I think, obviously, at the moment, the players are very low on confidence. And if we do go and get a win or a couple of wins or 3 wins, then does that bring back a lot of confidence and we do start playing more attacking football again?
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think Moyes is on very thin ice.
I think he is. Look, we was crying out, Paqueta, he did well in the World Cup. Put him in a deeper role. Part of me then thinks, I feel like he can, in that attacking role, like more advanced, he can then become a bit of a luxury player. Because then when you put him in centre attacking mid, he ain't running down the ball like Fornals would, for example. So then I'd actually say, if you're not willing to put him deeper, drop him.
Yeah.
What's he done in the first half of the season? Nothing. He needs time to get used to it, and I understand that. But like Bowen, when he was having a bad spell, drop these players. We've got so many other players we can try. So, I think...
What has Flynn Downs got to do to get in this side?
Yeah.
Because he's brilliant. I think from what he's shown this season already in the few games that he's played, I think he's brilliant. I think a lot of people see that as well.
Yeah.
But you have to drop players if they're not performing, because we all know if you're in a football team and you're playing terribly and you're still playing every week, it doesn't give you any motivation at all.
It doesn't.
You think, I can take it easy and I'll still play.
Yeah. And you go back to that Seville game. Fornals and Lanzini are in that starting 11, right? They're 2 good players, and you've got to rotate. And I think you've got to maybe tonight drop Soucek, drop Paqueta deeper, or if you really, really want to play Soucek, drop Paqueta for the game. And so you drop in play Fornals, play Fornals for me tonight. I think it's a game where we need to run. We don't go out there tonight and really put them on the back foot at home. Yeah, it's going to be a disgruntled evening, put it that way.
Yeah, I think it has to be a high-intensity game tonight. I think we just have to close them down, win your battles. That's all you've got to do. Yeah. Win every battle, and we nick a goal, nick a few goals. I think we've always got a chance of scoring goals at home.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Purely because of the fans. We've got the fans behind us, and we tend to play better at home now, I think.
We do.
Away from home, we're very poor.
We do, but the way that the sort of morale is around the club at the moment, if we don't start fast, I mean, I can think of a few times this season where we've gone 1-0 down early doors, and I think...
Yeah, it'll go one way or another. I think if we go down early, fans will get on the backs, which we've got every right to, I think. If we go 1-0 up, fans will get right behind us, and I think we'll go and win. But
it's same as normal, isn't it? You've just first and foremost, you've got to go out there and you've got to put the effort in, because this part of me, I can understand Rice coming out after the Arsenal game and going, no, we're not in a relegation battle. But part of me says, it's actually time to face it. We're not. Hopefully, we will not be there at the end of the season. But as of right this second,
we are.
We're
a point off the relegation zone. You can't come away from that.
You can't ignore that. But he maybe as he develops as a leader and a captain. I mean, he's a brilliant captain leader. But maybe in a scenario like this, which he doesn't want to be in, he doesn't deserve to be in.
No.
He actually needs to maybe be a little bit more honest and actually say,
just own it.
Yeah, just own it and say, yeah, we're playing poor. Yes, we're in a relegation battle. It's time to,
because no one can knock him for that.
Sort ourselves out.
With Nobes, when Nobes was captain, he would always come out and say, look, you know what, yeah, we are in a relegation battle at the moment. We're not playing well. We know it's not good enough. We're doing everything we can to put it right.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
You can never knock that, because that's just being honest.
Yeah.
And like you say, I think that's what Rice should be doing. But like you say again, I think he'll develop that as a captain and as he develops as a player. One other thing I do want to say about Moyes is, I know a lot of people are Moyes out. I'm sort of, like we've said, I think Moyes is on very thin ice.
Yeah.
I think he's got not a lot of games to turn it around.
It's results, isn't it?
Results, yeah. But at the same time, he's done very well for us the last few seasons. He's had a lot of money to spend in the summer. We've spent 180 mil or something.
Something like that, yeah.
We've got a lot of sort of high sort of well-established players in. I think to give him 16 games at the start of the season to get those players firing and get us up where we were, I think maybe we should give him a bit more time.
Yeah,
because in 10 games' time, it's one of them. It's difficult because if you don't make that decision now and it gets to the end of the season, we're in a relegation battle. It's like, we should have made the change earlier.
10 games is a lot of games. That's 30 points.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
So give him like maybe another couple. It's hard, isn't it? Maybe end of January. Hard. If we've picked up a few results, give him until the end of February. But you know, it's really hard, and I think he ain't gonna get sacked. We can forget that for a little while. But if he doesn't start picking up results, the pressure's only going to build. And come the end of January, if we've only picked up one win and no other draws, you know, the pressure will be really on, because then it actually becomes about survival.
Yeah, 100%.
And is Moyes the man, and you know, whatever. But talking of it, is Moyes the man, we was looking at potential candidates if he was to go. He ain't going for a while if he is going, but if he was to go, you've got Scotty P. We'll actually do a screenshot showing all the likes and all the comments. Actually, maybe a screen recording of what we popped onto the group in a week.
Yeah, we did a post, didn't we? And it was a resounding no.
Yeah.
Which surprised me, to be fair, because we spoke about it before, didn't we? I think Scotty Parker's he's like great character. Obviously, done very well at West Ham. He's very well liked at West Ham.
Yeah,
but like you said, I don't think he's got the experience yet at the top level to take us to that next step. And I think the next manager we do get in, whoever it may be and whenever it may be, it does need to be a step forward and not someone that needs time to develop their career as a manager.
No, it was a very harsh sacking of him. I think he got 4 games, wasn't it, or something stupid, and then he lost to like Chelsea.
He won his first game, lost to like Chelsea, Liverpool and City or something, and he was gone. Sacked.
He was gone.
It was after the 9-0 against Liverpool.
Yeah, it was after 9-0, and he did come out and say a few sort of...
was it something against the owners and how he hadn't been backed or something? Yeah,
and he obviously didn't mix his words, but I think, you know, the owners didn't like it and they got rid of him. But we're looking for somebody that, with the high-profile players that we've got, to come in and get us back to that between sort of 6th and 10th position consistently, and then trying to push on from there. And we've had it for a couple of years.
What other candidates we got, mate?
I listed a few. Now, some of you might laugh when I mention some of these names, because I also don't think they're realistic. But
it's just who's available.
It's who's available. You've got Rafa Benitez, Gerrard now, Tuchel, Poch, Joachim Low, the old German manager. I'm not really sure about that one. Tite, the Brazilian. I think, again...
These are just because they're available.
Luis Enrique, who obviously left Spain. He's never come to West Ham. And the last one is more interesting, is AVB. I think you can probably look at 3 of those.
I've heard that name for a while.
Yeah, Andre Villas-Boas. He's also free, but you know, do you take him? Do you not? Poch is never going to happen. Tuchel, very unlikely. Gerrard, do you want him?
Not for me.
Not for me. Rafa, maybe, but we've tried big names in the past, like Pellegrini, and it never works. So,
Sean Dyche.
Yeah, Dyche. I didn't mention his name, actually. That's bad. Yeah. But he's pretty West Ham, and he's pretty Brexit. So he could be a good one. Don't know why he didn't come up on the list when I.
I love Dyche because. Yeah. Have you ever seen him on YouTube on Tubes and Ange Golf Life? He's a lot of people talk about him and sort of have a laugh about him, but he's actually a great bloke. He's very funny.
Yeah, I've seen him on a few bits. But
do you know what? One side of me, I think someone like him would be perfect because he would get the players playing for him.
He would.
But from a footballing point of view, I don't think it's what we need moving forward.
He wouldn't suit West Ham. No, we don't. And you know, he might have been setting up in that fashion with Burnley because that's what he had to do with those sort of players. Yeah. And who knows what he'd do with a better squad.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't think he'd be the right man for West Ham personally.
I don't. We are going to make this a bit of a shorter one today. It's early doors on a Friday morning. And,
it's a midweek one. It's just a little preview, isn't it?
It's a little preview. We've tried to sneak in with it being the Christmas period. It's just been hard work, but we got there in the end. We need to go over the winners of the last wiki quiz. We've got them here. So on TikTok, Freddie Fawn will be in touch. Well done, mate. You were first.
Liam Bishop, you actually won it, mate. But again, again. So we messaged you, and obviously, like we've spoken about, we're going to give it to someone else as you agreed with. So
yeah, appreciate that.
I think from now on, guys, if you do win it once, that's it. For the wiki player quiz, obviously you can still win the other stuff, but for the wiki player quiz, limited to 1 win per person. So
yeah, absolutely. Kieran Whiting, well done, Kieran.
That was on Facebook.
That was on Facebook. Yeah, we actually posted it onto the page rather than onto the group. So Kieran snuck in and nicked that one. So well done, Kieran, mate. We'll be in touch. And then on Instagram, Charlie Berwick. Well done, mate. Again, all you guys will be in touch.
We'll get them sent out.
Get them sent out to you. We'll get your addresses. The guys who won the last couple.
Haven't sent them yet. We're going to send them today.
Yes.
Purely because of the Royal Mail strikes and just been the Christmas period, so it's been difficult getting the time to get them sent out. But we'll get them sent out for you today, so they'll be with you soon.
And we'll put the new one on in now. So yes.
Get your guesses in again.
Get them in.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We'll make sure it goes on the West Ham View group.
Yes.
This time.
Yes.
And
as you may know, if you watch the pod, then if you guess first, you got to be first to comment. Then you win a program out of our wide range of programs. We have also got lots more coming. So we'll keep rolling it and we'll keep doing it for every pod. And if you like it, then we'll keep doing programs. We'll try and get some other memorabilia.
Get some other bits in, switch it up a bit.
Keep doing it.
But I think this is, people tend to like it, don't they?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The feedback's been really good on it, so I think we'll keep doing this for now.
Yeah.
And then over time, I think like you say, we'll change the prize.
Yeah.
See what else we can get in.
Yeah.
But what else we got, mate?
Well, that's probably it, I reckon, mate. I mean, the only thing is just tonight, Brentford. We've spoken about it. I was looking before, they beat us in our last 2 in the league. They had that 2-1 where they nicked it last year, and the other result was the last result as well, head to head. They beat us 2-0, and that was away. That was in April.
Who scored in that one?
Woeful West Ham fall to battling Brentford. Brilliant. And Burmo and Tony.
When you say that was April?
That was April.
I think that season was pretty much done then.
That was when we was well up for
Europa
and all
the
that.
League just started falling apart.
But how do I feel about tonight? Not sure. What I do know is I'm off about the trains. It's going to be a tight one coming out of work. I might have to leave work a bit early because kick-off's at 7:45. No trains. Got to have to shoot off probably to Epping or I don't know,
Woodford or somewhere.
Woodford, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Result. I think there's going to be goals today.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 2-2. I'm really we're going to say really hoping all the time now because we're ourselves, but I'm really hoping we're going to nick it tonight. But I think 2-2. Goal scorers. I think Susit's going to get one tonight. And I think Tanya will get one. I don't know about the rest. Don't want to talk about the rest.
I'm going for it's one of them where we're either going to turn up and proper go for it, like West Ham do when we need a result.
Yeah.
And in which case, I think we'll win 3-1. I'm going quite a bold shout for this one.
Big shout.
If it goes the other way, I don't want to think about it, but we need to turn up. I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to say Dawson going to score from a set piece.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think Antonio.
There's talk of him going in there, Dawson, in January.
Yeah.
He is still unsettled, apparently.
Yeah.
We'll see how that runs out.
We'll see. But as we know, he's a top professional, so while he's at West Ham, he'll always give his all, won't he?
Yeah.
Antonio, if he plays, obviously it all depends on who he plays, doesn't it? And Benrahma. So we'll see who plays. See who gets. I don't know who's fit. I don't know if Skamaka's fit yet, or whether he'll be on the bench or starting or whatever. But we'll
play
see.
Mubama. Go on, a boy Mubama. Put him up top.
That's another point. It's good to see him play against Arsenal. Just get a few minutes.
Yeah.
He looks hungry and like he wants to. That's the good thing about getting the youngsters on. They always want to do well.
They do. But Moyes confused me because we were moaning about him not giving him a go during the friendlies, and then he chucks him in against Arsenal, and you think
the last 5 minutes. Yeah.
I don't know, but you can't have it both ways. You can't moan about one thing and then he chucks him on, and then moan about that as well. But that is what it is.
He looks an exciting prospect anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he gets on.
It's always nice to see young players coming on in not just a Conference League game or a cup game. It's a Premier League game.
It's what West Ham are known for. We've always done it. We've always had good young players coming through. So, yeah, it's good to see them getting on.
Good luck to him, Obama, and hopefully, you can pick a couple of goals up in the next few games. Because if you can,
he's obviously on the radar, isn't he?
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be involved at all.
Absolutely not.
Right. I think that rounds it up.
Yeah, I think so. Bit shorter today, maybe 25 minutes, but we ain't going to do a quiz from our point of view today. We ain't got time, have we?
No.
But
do it on Sunday.
We'll do it on Sunday, yeah. We'll
get
be back in a couple of days.
Get your guesses in for the wiki quiz, and we'll get your prizes sent out. We'll see how it goes tonight. We will, on Sunday, we'll do a review of this game. And when's our next game?
Well, I'm off to Leeds next week, actually. So I'm going Leeds away on the 4th.
Midweek one?
Yeah.
So we can do a preview for the Leeds game. Yeah,
we can do a preview for the Leeds. I'm up there, Leeds away, and then I have been offered tickets for the FA Cup Brentford away game, but I'll see how tonight goes.
And then we've got Wolves anyway.
And then we're up to Wolves.
We're going to Wolves.
We'll do a little vlog of that. I'm not one of them that's going to jump in the ground and record my immediate reaction when we miss a penalty. But yeah, we'll do a little before and after the drive up, boozer before with me, you, my dad. My brother, my sister, and New Year there will be guests. We'll make sure of that. I'll say his name because he's already told me he's coming on. Jasper. Jasper's a guy that I met in Seville.
Oh yeah.
We flew over there, and as we was queuing up to come out of the airport in Malaga, actually, because we flew to Malaga and then drove to Seville. He's come up behind us and he's gone, "Yeah, boys, how you getting there?" And we hired a car.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting in there, and that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
He'd split up his missus just to come on this trip. Absolute legend. He lives up in Manchester, but he's a massive West Ham fan.
Yeah, so we'll get him on then, definitely.
He's coming on, and there's a few others as well. I want to get my brother and my sister on here, and my old man as well.
A point on that, actually. Any of you boys, I know a lot of you boys that watch do sort of go West Ham home and away. If you do want to come on, feel free to message us and just say, get me on, because we're not going to... Yeah, we want to get guests on at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have, as I said, we've got a few people lined up for the new year, but anyone who's up for it and we want
to hear your stories, basically.
Absolutely.
We want to hear West Ham stories, good and bad, funny stories.
Yeah.
So drop us a message if you want to get on, and we'll get back to you.
Brilliant, cool. All right, guys, have a smashing day. We'll try and turn this around today. Hopefully,
definitely.
We'll have this up today. So, brilliant.
Thanks for watching.
Let's hope we're
take care. We'll see you soon.
Come on, you once.